Hello everybody, this is your science class students. My name is Abhishek Pratap Singh and today we are going to talk about one more new lesson of our science textbook, that is soil and its importance. So before starting this lesson, let me tell you that what is soil actually. Soil is a loose material which we see on the earth's surface, and you must have seen a lot of times, like you are very much familiar with soil. And we grow crops in soil and we plant trees as well. And after that, it consists of different minerals and different important ingredients which are required for like the plants for its growth and the crops. So let's read about the soil and the importance. Okay, so let's see that after this lesson we will be able to answer, like explain how soil is formed. Okay, so we are going to learn about the formation of soil in this lesson. After that, we'll list the components and the layers of soil. Okay, and we're going to talk about the components and the different layers of soil. And after that, there will be the discussion on the soil erosion. Okay, we will talk about the soil erosion and what are the other things or other factors affecting the soil erosion. And in the last, we will describe how soil can be conserved. Okay, so in the last, we will going to talk about that how we can conserve our soil and what are the other things, like which by which we can reduce our soil erosion. So students, let's start the lesson. This was the first page, and we have just seen that what we are going to read in this lesson. After this, we will let's talk about the soil in detail. Okay, let's start reading what is given in our book. So soil, let's see that students. So soil is a thin layer of material on Earth's surface. As I have already told you, plants have their roots in it, and animals live on or in it. Okay, so a lot of animals, like small insects and reptiles live under it. It is made up of many things such as a broken down rocks, decayed plants and animal matter, water and air. So the soil is made up of different things like the broken down rocks. Okay, so like as it is the loose form of the rocks as well. Decayed plants, animal matter, like the flesh of the animal, and the the branches or the roots or the woods of different plants and trees. Water and soil, as we all know that water is also present under the soil, and air too. Soil also contains germs. Soil takes a long time to form. Okay, so there are some germs also, like different kind of germs are also present inside the soil, and the formation of soil takes a long time. So let's talk about the soil formation. So soil formed when rocks break down into smaller pieces. This breakdown of rocks is called weathering. So like students, like we have to understand that there is a process called weathering, and because of that, the formation of rocks takes place. Now let's understand what is weathering. So rock breaks into smaller pieces due to the action of wind and water, and when they are heated and cooled in different seasons. These pieces break into still smaller pieces. Plant roots and burrowing animals can cause weathering too. It might take thousands of years for rock to change to soil. And now, what is soil, like weathering actually? So which is responsible for the formation of soil? So the rocks break into smaller pieces because of different weather actions, like when the temperature is very high or very, like you say, heat, and when there is a very cool temperature because of different seasons. The action of the water and wind. Okay, so these are few reasons. By this, the pieces break into still smaller pieces. And sometimes what happen, like plant roots and the burrowing animals. The burrowing animals are like snakes or the rabbits who who just dig into the soil to make their own habitat. So can cause weathering too. So these can be the few reasons by which soil can be weathered, and it might take thousands of years for rocks to change to soil, right? Now, when plants and animals die, their dead bodies break down. The nutrients mix with the soil and make it fertile. So, what happened actually? So, if I talk about the fertility of soil, how do the fertility of soil get enhanced or get increased? It is generally because of the plants and the animal die. So, when plants break down or there is animal which dies, so their dead bodies break down, and the from their dead bodies only, whether it is a plant or animal, the nutrients mix with the soil and make it fertile. So the whatever the dead body contains the nutrients, those nutrients get mixed with the soil and make it more fertile. Alright students, let's see after this we have to read that what does soil contain. So I am just moving on to the another slide, that is, yes, here it is. Let me just pause it. So let's talk about that. Yeah, so what does soil contain? So soil is a mixture of different things, as you can already see that. Okay, so it contains rocks and minerals, and as we all know that rocks are consist of minerals, and so from the rocks only by the process of weathering soil is forming, like soil is formed. So that's why soil too contain different minerals. Dead and broken down plants and animal make the soil fertile because of the nutrients present in the dead body of plants and minerals. This material is called humus, and this material which is making which consists of nutrients is called humus. It also has a water and air. We know this, that it has water, like it does not have with like pure water inside it, but like the liquid form of water, but though it has there is a presence of moisture under it, and the air is also there. Small worms and insect live in soil. We have already seen this, and especially in the months of the monsoon months, billions of small organisms like bacteria are present in the soil, and soil is full of bacteria. Even the billions of numbers are there. Okay, so like a huge number it is. Let's see that what is there in our next page. Okay, yeah, so here we have to go through the importance of the soil. So now many plants grow in soil, we all know this. Plant get nutrients from the soil to grow and make food. As you already know that from the dead bodies of plant and animals, the soil get the nutrients, and then again that plants which are growing into the soil, they just take out the nutrients from the soil only. The food made by plants feed all the animal on the earth. So the food which is we all getting by the plants feeds all the animal on the earth. Even we are also the animals, and we are also getting feed by those the growth of the plants. Many animals live in soil. For example, earthworm and rabbit make their homes in soil. We have seen this also, right? We use materials that we get from the soil in construction, and yes, we get a lot of minerals, like different materials for the construction. For example, we use clay to make bricks, the very basic example. So the clay is made up of the soil only, and with the help of the clay only we just bake them to make bricks. So like this, soil is very useful for us in different ways. And okay, so let me tell you that the farming and the cultivation and the different crops we are growing is just because of soil only, just because of the fertility of soil only. So soil is very important, students, and we always have to take care of take care of the soil so that it cannot be eroded, or it cannot be get away or washed away. So this is all for this video, students. We will just continue the remaining part in our next video. Till the time, watch the video again if you have not understood. Thank you so much, students. Take care of yourselves.